Welcome back to Adventures of the PC Wabash. And we left Claytor Lake this morning at about 9:30. Drove 81 to 77 to 460, then Lover's Lane Gap or something like that. And it was an easy trip. It was on the RV life thing. My truck didn't have no problem pulling the route here. I got a Tacoma 2014 with the V6 and put auxiliary oil cooler on it, auxiliary transmission cooler. There's no lights, no not. Came right up the hill. Just took it easy. I tooled along at my own pace. But we're here. We're set up. And we're going to see what the brakes Interstate Park has to offer.
And just us at the camp post, by the way, because they were closed up until yesterday.
Well, they'll be back. All the posts got names on them,
right.
So the place is going to be packed up. But I don't know who it was giving the brakes a hard time, and I don't care. These people worked their butts off to get this park up and housing all these people that are fixing the line that are down and everything else. You got a lot of nerve, I'll give you that. More nerve than brain, so you're just stupid. Alright, we started the morning hike, 2.3 miles, and the Flatwood Trail loop. It also intersects the wildlife viewing area, so maybe we'll get lucky and see elk or something, because this is where they reintroduced them several years back down in this section of the state, and we may see some deer if I can catch them, or even bears. Oh my. Alright, later. Alright, I'm back, and we're about halfway through the trail that we're walking on. We passed the varsity cross-country team. JV's behind us, but they're not using this particular trail, so now we're just camping the rest of the way. Hopefully we see the wildlife viewing area. Might be some elk or something out there, maybe, if we're lucky. The fog is burning off, so the temperature's starting to rise a little bit. Check y'all in a little bit. Well, we're at the White Trail Pond because I don't see an actual name on it. We got to cross the dam, walk around, stay on the White Trail. We are almost back. So we run into these fellas up here fishing. So we'll watch them for a minute, and then we are going. Atlas hanging in there, being a little bit of a pain, but he is. Once he sits down, he's going to pass out the rest of the day. All right, catch you later. Welcome back to Adventures of the PC Wabash, and we made it. Probably 2.6 miles total between walking to the trail and walking back. Through the woods, a easy to moderate trail, and Sandy made it the whole way.
It was 1.3 vertical miles.
What was that?
1.3 vertical miles of that 2 miles. It was all uphill, downhill. My hips hurt, but my knee feels great.
Her total knee replacement from November 28th of last year. And she is back.
I am back.
Not ready for the hard one, or even
moderate, really.
A whole moderate one, but this was an easy with some moderate thrown in there. Dr. Wills and his team did a fantastic job. So that's all I got for right now. Later. Alright, welcome back to Adventures with PC Wabash, and it is 8:35 here at the break. It's foggy, supposed to be a beautiful day, high about 78. Right now it's pretty nice temperature. That's what jacket was. We're going to go for a hike. We just got to figure out what trail we're going to go hiking on. And the campsite filled up quite a bit since last night. show you where we're at. Right there is the bathhouse. 2 or 3 more sites up that way. The main road is right here. And as you see, it's foggy. Walk across to this campsite, which is 51. It's pretty level. Kind of pull into it sideways off the road here because it's not deep. That I mean, you back a pop-up or a smaller camper in here, but it's more like drive in right alongside the road here, so it ain't bad. I walk over to the edge of it, and this full hookup. There's sewer and everything, electric. And then we got another little loop down in the bottom. It turns off up there, down that grade, and then you can see there's a camper down there, and there's 2 or 3 sites along that road too. Alright, we come back around to ours. Nice wide site, not very deep, because you can see I got my truck parked sideways. When I backed in, my front tires had just barely come off the road. But it's plenty deep for our camper. And then it's a nice wide one. I mean, that's a nice site. Come over here, and it's a full hookup from their campsite to their flat road. Now when you get here, you're gonna have to have, you might need some leveling stuff. Ours was pretty much spot on, side to side. We didn't have to do nothing. The only thing we had to do was get the front to back stable, and that's the easy thing to do with the jack. Down there is the pump. That's that noise you hear in the background. Well, see y'all from the trail once we figure out what trail we're going on, because they got a 5K in the park, and some of the trails have orange tape on them for the 5K, but they may still be open to the hikers, not so much the bicyclists, just the hikers, because we can get out the way while they're running. Alright, welcome back to Adventures with PC Wabash, and we are going to try to hike to the bottom of the canyon here on Camp Branch Trail, which is supposed to provide the easiest access to the bottom of the canyon. There used to be old mule path back in the day. Supposed to be ruins of a furnace down here, because the mountains have furnaces all up in them from back in the coal and fire days when they was melting the iron ore and stuff like that out the rock. So maybe we'll see it. I don't know how much is left of it, but it says it ruins here. Got a Camp Branch Creek right here, and we're going to head down the trail. Atlas trying to do his business, so we'll see you down that trail somewhere later. Welcome back. We have made it to the bottom of the Russell Forks River Canyon. I'm going to show you what the river looks like and show you where we're at. River is nice. Kayaker walked past us on the way in carrying his own kayak down the trail, so I figured we can make it. Very sandy as we come by. There's the river going around the big bend here. We're at the bottom of this canyon. Now scroll back this way, because there's a big rock formation up at the top of this. Right there. And that whole ridge up there is just a nice cliff. Oh my goodness. Is this a sight or what? Well, that was worth the hike down here, I'm sure, because that's something you don't see every day. Alright folks. Catch you from the next scenic overlook. Later. Well, we're at the Lover's Leap Overlook parking area, and Sandy's walking down to the actual overlook, but this is what you see when you're at the parking area. Is that one heck of a view or what? All up there in the neck, both of them canyons go all the way down to the river. You can see right there. And there's a power line running across right there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. You imagine running that thing. Oh, that could be that zip line, because they got a zip line up here. That could very well be the zip line tour. Probably is. I have to look into that, but I'm too big to ride it anyway. It's 250-pound weight limit on a zip line, and I weigh like 260. So I'm at the Lover's Leap, as you can see, but on top of that hill right there in the distance, that's the rhododendron restaurant where we ate supper on our arrival today. So this is what the restaurant is overlooking. It's just pretty neat. Oh my goodness. Too bad we ain't here a week from now, because it's starting to change colors. To certain trees are. But that's pretty awesome. Welcome back to Adventures with PC Wabash. I was up by the truck waiting for Sandy, but she came down to the actual overlook. I got down here with Atlas. She said, I just got lost when I got down here. I said, I figured that's what happened. So this is the view from the actual Lover's Leap overlook. Looking down from the rhododendron restaurant, which is way up there where we ate, down to the big bend in the Russell Fort River. Look at that. Is that not a magnificent view from up here? That's a good spot to go fishing. I guarantee there's some nice ones down in that hole and that hole. And this is why they call it the Grand Canyon of the South. Hard to find anything this deep anywhere else. Starts way up there, works its way down along between the mountainsides, right down through here, and fall right around on the other side and keep on going. Yep, the zip line, what I thought was the power lines, is right here to my right. There's a little house up there, and oh, there's where, probably a start there, because it looks like a downhill grade over to here. But that's the starting point. It finishes right above our head here at Lover's Leap. That's just an awesome sight. Later.
We rescue spare families.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most of the time we end up keeping them.
Yeah.
We lost two this summer though.
So we lost one last year, a lab mix. She was a very clingy dog, and we missed her because of that.
Alright, welcome back. We're at the State Line Overlook. We didn't hike to it. We hiked a bunch of trails this morning, but it is within driving distance, and it's about 50 yards in front of us. So we'll go see what kind of information the sign has right here. Get y'all turned around. Tells us State Line Overlook, and then a bunch of information on it. Don't know if you'll be able to see it. This is from the Kentucky-Virginia state line. Virginia looking into Kentucky. Okay. Well, welcome back to Adventures with PC Wabash, and we are back at the campsite. Stopped at the visitor center. Sandy picked up a video and some soda, but we made it down today. We went down to the Camp Branch Trail, and y'all saw that beautiful down there. And then on the way back we got two different views, one from Mill Point and one from Lover's Leap, overlooking the bottom that we was just in. Then we came back and went to the Virginia State, the state line overlook, and that was pretty awesome sight too. Stopped by the visitor center, and now we're back at camp. Today is our last day. It's 2:20, so we're just going to chill out the rest of the day, have a little supper. Kind of hard to do a drive around like a campground review, but I know, can tell you, Loop A is full hookups. You got sewer, water, and electric. Loop B, you have water and electric, and I don't know what campground C or D have, so I'm going to assume they got water and electric. Campground A is the only one that has everything. Bathhouse is nice. Looks like that's been renovated on the inside. We got the water plant right behind us. Looks like a tree fell on it. Might have been part of the reason that it was out earlier, because the tree came down. You can probably see it in the background right there. Landed on, I guess, a pump house or something there. But overall, it's a good trip. Sandy tested out her total knee replacement. Awesome. No issues at all during the climbs. Atlas, he passed out. He ready to go to sleep. So we're just going to chill out, and then we are going back to Clear Lake, because we did this trip a little bit out of whack. Anyways, you do what you got to do, or you go home. Alright, later. Like, share, and subscribe.